Today in the United States of America, the sedan is a rare sight to see. And if you see one, it's probably a foreign car like the Honda Accord or the Toyota Camry that have stuck around. But for an American-made sedan, it's a thing of the past, unfortunately. The landscape of the American sedan has shifted from a market dominated by lanyards to a specialized niche. In 1976, sedans were the default choice for American families, while today domestic manufacturers have almost entirely pivoted to SUVs and trucks. In 1976, the big three, General Motors, Ford, and Chrysler, offered a dozen of sedan nameplates across various brands. Today, that number has dwindled to a handful of survivors. General Motors 1976 offered 15 different distinct sedan lines like icons like the Chevrolet Impala and the Caprice, Pontiac Bonneville, Oldsmobile 88 and 98, and Buick Electra. General Motors 2026, only 3 sedans remain: the Cadillac CT4 and CT5, plus the ultra-luxury Celestiq. The long-running Chevrolet Malibu was unfortunately discontinued in late 2024-2025. Ford 1976 featured a deep lineup with the Ford LTD, Torino, Granada, and Maverick, plus luxury sisters like the Lincoln Continental. For 2026, 0 traditional sedans. Ford discontinued its last sedans, Fusion, Focus, and Fiesta, years ago to focus mainly and entirely on trucks and SUVs. Chrysler Stellantis 1976 produced the Chrysler New Yorker, Newport, and mid-sized options like the Dodge Monaco and Plymouth Volare. Chrysler Stellantis 2026, 0 traditional gas sedans. With the Chrysler 300 and Dodge Charger gas models retired, the group is now transitioning to electric platform. Let's compare their market share. The shift in consumer preference is even more dramatic than the loss of the model names. In the metrics, in 1976, 80% of all passenger vehicles were sedans, while between 2024 and 2026, it's less than 18% of new vehicle sales. The top seller in 1976 was the Oldsmobile Cutlass, 495,976 units sold. In 2024-2026, the actual data says that it is Ford F-Series that are sold 750,789 units. Total passenger cars sold in 1976 was 8.5 million to 10 million units, while in 2024-2026 demographic, it falls only at 3.78 million units and falling. The new American sedan. While the traditional big three have largely left the segment, and new American players and foreign manufacturers with US plants have filled the gap. Currently, Tesla leads American sedan production with the Model 3 and Model S, both assembled in California. Lucid produces the luxury Lucid Air sedan in Arizona, and foreign-owned US-made models like the Toyota Camry in Kentucky and Honda Accord in Ohio are now the most common American-made sedans on the road. Comparing a 1976 Lanyard to a 2026 electric sedan reveals a staggering evolution in automotive philosophy. We've moved from massive heavy steel frames with giant low-output V8 engines to high-tech aerodynamic computers on wheels that are faster, safer, and infinitely more efficient. Let's now compare the Lanyard versus the electric rocket. This comparison pits the 1976 Cadillac Fleetwood Brougham, the pinnacle of American excess, against the 2026 Tesla Model S, the current benchmark of modern American sedan. So here's the thing. Feature the 1976 Cadillac Fleetwood Brougham would be as long as 19.5 feet and 5,200 pounds approximately, with an 8.2-liter 500 Cummins V8 engine producing only 190 horsepower with a range of 0 to 60 miles per hour in only 12 to 13 seconds, while the 2026 Tesla Model S is 1.97 inches or 16.5 feet and weighs about 4.5 pounds, with a dual motor electric and producing 670 horsepower with a 0 to 60 gap of 3.1 seconds. Bigger margin. It costs a manufacturer only a few $100s more to build a crossover compared to a sedan on the same platform. However, they can charge $5,000 to $15,000 more for the SUV version. The incentive for companies like Ford and GM selling one large SUV like a Tahoe or an Expedition earns them as much profit as selling half a dozen compact sedans. The automotive arms race psychology. As more people bought SUVs, the road became a scarier place for sedan drivers. How? Number 1. The command view. Drivers began to crave the commanding view of the road provided by a higher seating position. 2. Perceived safety. There is a reptilian brain urge to be in the biggest vehicle on the road to feel safe. Even if sedans have a 5-star crash ratings, people feel safer looking down at the traffic rather than looking up at a truck's grill. Number 4. The Swiss Army knife factor. Modern lifestyles demand more do-it-all capability. Number 1. Versatility. SUVs offer a combination of passenger space, cargo room, and all-weather capabilities. That is an all-wheel drive. That is a traditional trunk-based sedan simply can match. Comfort evolution. In the 1990s, SUVs were bumpy, loud, and by the 2010s, technology made them ride as smooth and as quiet as luxury sedans, removing the penalty for driving a big vehicle. Comparison of the market share shift. In 1975, 81% was taken by the sedan, while the SUV and truck share was only at 19%. Sedans are the default family car. In 2010, 50% sedans had taken that share off, while SUVs and trucks had only 50%. The great crossover boom begins in 2010. Now, in 2026, 18% is only taken by the sedan share, while 75% and above is taken by the SUVs and the truck share. Sedans are a niche for enthusiasts or commuters at this time and age. You may ask yourself now, why are they still selling? The sedans that survive today aren't just cheaper versions of SUVs, they offer specific advantages that modern crossovers can't match. Number 1. Affordability. The average selling price of a Toyota Corolla is around $25,446, while the SUV now pushes well over $53,000. Number 2. Availability. Because everyone wants an SUV, some sedans like the Nissan Altima often have better inventory levels, though high-demand models like the Toyota Camry still sell in under 30 days. Number 3. Aerodynamics. Electric sedans like the Lucid Air are being pushed by luxury brands because their sleek shapes provide much better range than a boxy SUV. So in conclusion, is the American sedan actually dead? If you look at the Ford or Chevy brochures, the answer is a resounding yes. They have moved on to bigger, shinier, more expensive toys. They have convinced us that we need a 6,000-pound tank just to grab a gallon of milk. But here's the truth, the sedan isn't dead because it failed us, it's dying because it's too honest. It's aerodynamically efficient, it's easier to park, and it doesn't try to bankrupt you at the tire shop or the gas pump. In an era where everything is extra large, the sedan is the last bit of common sense left on 4 wheels. The next time you're at a dealership, ask yourself, are you buying a vehicle for the 1% of the time that you might go camping, or for the 99% of the time you're actually driving? Because every time we choose a massive SUV we don't need, we are essentially voting for the extinction of the most practical tool ever built for the road. The American sedan was a legend, and honestly, we are going to miss it when it's gone. I've been your host, Ian Best. Please make sure to subscribe and share this video with your friends, and see you next time.